important initiative. Participating retailers include ATS LED Supplies, Baptist Building Supplies, Encon, ESC Lighting, Gorham's, Lindo's in Devonshire and Warwick, Marketplace, Heron Bay, Shelley Bay and Hamilton Stores, Masters Limited, Telford Electric, and the Greenhouse Bermuda. And I'm happy to have some of the participants here with me today. So we're very excited about this and their willingness to participate in this very important initiative that we put together. By working with local retailers, we found that the LED equivalent to a standard 60-watt A19 bulb was the most that is used by most households and is the most popular choice for most customers. An LED equivalent uses about 9 watts as opposed to 60 watts for a regular incandescent bulb. What that means in dollars and cents is that using a 60-watt incandescent bulb for, say, 5 hours a day equates to spending $46 each year to run that light. Switching to an LED equivalent to what 60-watt incandescent bulb will cost is about $6.90 for a year. That adds up to 85% less energy being used. At an average cost of $6 each, a single LED would pay for itself within just a few months. And after that, the savings just will accumulate over time. LEDs have a longer lifespan than incandescent bulbs, lasting about 50,000 to 100,000 hours as compared to incandescents that last 1,200 hours. Though an incandescent bulb may seem like a better choice when comparing the initial cost that you would pay, it actually winds up costing customers more to use and more to replace. We need to rethink how we spend our hard-earned money, taking into account operating and life cycle costs. Some argue that LED just do not look nice, or that they are not the same size or the same style. I can assure you that is no longer the case. LED technology has improved very much over the recent years, where there is a staggeringly large variety of choice in colors and shapes available. There is probably right now an LED bulb for every type of bulb, other than maybe a very small category of maybe commercial types of bulbs, anywhere that you can get in Bermuda and anywhere that you might want to buy a bulb. This LED initiative will allow customers to try out at no risk. What we are proposing in our initiative is a like-for-like swap, so the public can have a taste of what they might use for other fixtures in their homes. The Department of Energy has worked diligently with our local retailers on this initiative to show the public that energy efficiency doesn't have to be an inconvenience or burdensome to anyone. We don't have to sit around in the dark just to cut your power bills. Energy efficiency is actually good for everyone. And we want to invest in this process for Bermudians to show that it is accessible, affordable, and also equitable. All participating retailers will have a poster, like what you see here today, in the store indicating customers that they are a participating vendor. Supplies will of course be limited, and the limit is 1 bulb per customer. But bringing in your old bulbs is a part of the process. As another goal is for the initiative is to eliminate the old technology and replace it with the new technology. Accompanying that new bulb will be a leaflet, like what you see here today, with information about LEDs so that the customer can learn more about the choices that are available, how to select the right LED bulb for their needs, and all the benefits from using LED bulbs. We hope that the public will take advantage of this very unique opportunity to see and experience how energy efficiency can be and work for them. Historically, energy efficiency and conservation is not something that we have focused on here in Bermuda. Some of our high energy use can be attributed to the high standard of living that we enjoy. Most homes in Bermuda have air conditioning. Almost all modern conveniences, such as refrigeration, laundry, and dishwashers. Bermudians also have the highest penetration of internet in the world at 98%, and the rest of the Caribbean islands similar to us have only half of that. Regionally, our electricity is second only to the island of Cayman, and that's because they have to have year-round electricity because of their climate. It's warm all year round, so they need to have air conditioning on all year round. So they're the only country that we are perhaps chasing in our statistics around this. In short, we feel the pinch. Everybody feels the pinch when it comes to those very high electricity bills. Our goal is to bring down electricity costs for all consumers and to decrease energy demand for all, which would allow more dollars to stay in your pocket, and for our economy it is much better, and also it is better than our country spending millions of dollars on foreign oil. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister. Any questions from the media? Yep, Royal Gazette. I could just
Okay, thanks. Yeah?
I'd like to firstly thank our participants who are here. This is just a small group of those who are actually participating in this program, and you heard the list of retailers, and I'm really humbled by their willingness to cooperate with us. It was a long process, but it was fair that it be, because they needed to have all the questions answered so that they knew how they will be participating with us, and ultimately that how it was going to work. So it did take a little while for this to put it together, but that's okay. I'm just happy that they are on board, and they're going to help the government and the community learn more about energy conservation and efficiency, which is good for everyone.
Good morning. To the retailers and to the Minister, have you experienced an uptick in demand for these bulbs, and can you give an idea how much that is, if so, if that's the case?
Anybody can give an indication?
Yeah, my name is Mark. I'm with the Marketplace stores, and I buy all the general merchandise for the Marketplace stores and the Price Right stores. We added 15 new LED SKUs to our line of light bulbs last year, and we've seen a minimum of 20% increase in sales just on everyday business in the LED program. We also moved all of our LED light bulbs up to eye level to try to draw more attention to those, and put some little information cards on the shelf showing our customers how much they can save versus a regular incandescent bulb. So it is working for us, and the bulb that the Minister and his group have chosen for this program is the #1 selling LED bulb at the Marketplace. All right.
Thank you very much. Just as an interesting personal experience I have, which I think can attest to the new demand for LED products, just last Christmas, I was able to purchase all of the traditional Christmas lights as LEDs. And if you go to any of the retailers that are offering those, certainly on a seasonal basis, you'll find that there is as much a variety and certainly interest in purchasing LEDs for activities like that as I used to see for the regular bulbs. So there's just as much of a stock available. There seems to be just as much of interest from the public in as long as they're products that fit their needs, they will buy them. Because I know that at times I couldn't find the bulbs, certainly during Christmas, that I needed, because they clearly, those that were selling them, they had sold out where I was buying them.
Bermuda Broadcasting.
Sure, thanks. Good morning. The light bulb that's been selected as part of this initiative, you may have said it already, but what's the cost, and will that cost be the same across all of the participating retailers?
Well, it's around $6. We appreciate that it's around $6, but understand that no one's paying for the bulbs in this initiative. We're accepting an incandescent bulb they're getting for free. So it's whatever the cost the retailers paid for their wholesale. I am not aware of that, but they would need to, that's their private business, frankly. It's just that their willingness to participate. We're providing a certain amount of support financially for whatever stock they're buying. Presumably, they're probably paying around the same amount for the same type of 60-watt A19 bulb from wherever they're sourcing it. But for us, it's free for free. They may sell other bulbs as a secondary choice by someone who's buying, but what their prices are is really up to them on that.
I only ask because it is 1-for-1 per household, but if a person does want more for their home, at what price would they be charged? But what is the initiative costing the government?
I'll have to get that information from you, because that also depends on how many are participating. I think we put aside maybe around $10,000 to $20,000 to participate in this initiative, and then we'll allocate around the same amount of money for each retailer, based on, and also we have discussed with each one how much they're prepared to take on. But I think it's around that, because this is all part of our initiative that we announced in a previous budget statement, where we had $500,000 for energy and conservation and for the introduction of solar PV and other renewable technology to low-income households. So it's coming out of that budget. So we put aside a portion of that to participate in this program. But I can get you the exact figure later. And that may not even have worked out yet, because once we know how much each retailer is going to be allocating, then that may determine the exact amount that we spend ultimately.
But it's not costing any additional money?
No, it's all in our budget that we already had, that the finance minister gave us last year for the solar PV initiative. So it's coming out of a budget that's already available to us. There's no new money that was needed for this at all from the existing budget.
Thank you.
Okay. No further questions from the media? No? Okay. Thank you, Minister. Thank you,
Thank you, everybody, for coming. And again, thank you to our retailers who have participated in this very exciting program. May 1st, go out and get your bulb.